What Jack Nicklaus is to golf, that's what Bobby Fischer is to chess.
Chess Federation, I proclaim Mr. Robert Fischer as a chess champion of the world.
For the first time in 46 years, an American is competing for the World Chess Championship. Fabiano Caruana became a chess grandmaster when he was just 14.
Okay, I think we're in. All right, guys. So my name is Fabiano Caruana. I'm 26 years old, and I'm a chess grandmaster. Queen g5, I just played bishop g3. I'm not scared at all, and then his knight on d7 is looking a bit wobbly. I don't know if you can try like queen g5, bishop g3, and knight f6, but it looks desperate.
He has simply electrified American chess in a way that no one has in decades. Bobby Fischer did it in 1972, but I don't think we can even discuss anyone else in the same breath.
Come November, he will challenge Magnus Carlsen for the world title, and there are cheers going on in the club. This is a match everybody has wanted to see.
When I think about chess in America, it puts me on pins and needles. Today is the most exciting time in American chess since that time of 1972 and Bobby Fischer.
But I do see a mate in Dragoclism's future. This is the end. You're done now. Making a queen. And yes, it's great to be able to be in the same position that he was in 1972. But I also hope that I can claim it as my own accomplishment if I do manage to win the match.
When Bobby Fischer became the world champion, he did it almost exclusively on his own. Yes, he had some helpers, but basically he was the kind of typical hermetic chess individual that a lot of people think of. Nowadays, most chess players, Fabiano very much included, are extremely social individuals. They have lots of helpers around them. There's lots of sharing of ideas. It's almost like the rugged individual was Bobby Fischer, and Fabiano is a little bit more a man of the people.
Oh, this is just the entire Hall of Fame, yeah? They have Benjamin Franklin in the whole thing for some reason. I don't know if it was Benjamin Franklin, but I remember reading stories about he was courting a woman, and he would send her extremely explicit letters, but he would use chess terms. My knight is ready to invade your stable, things like that, stuff like that. I forget exactly what it was. But.
Fabulous Fabi, we like to call him. He's just an all-around nice guy, first of all. You never know it, but his game is deadly.
I first started playing chess when I was 5 years old. We were living in Brooklyn, New York at the time, and it was just playing after school against other kids. And my first coach was there in the school, and he sort of noticed that I had a flair for the game and told my parents that maybe he should continue pursuing chess.
And his parents decided that, look, for their son to really elevate and become a top player, they had to move to Europe. And he became a top 5 player in the world. A couple of years ago, he made the decision to return to America, and he chose to return to St. Louis.
I have always felt like an American. I've always felt at home here. So it made perfect sense. I'd been a top player for a number of years, and I felt like it was time to nurture my chess in a different way, and also to come back to my roots.
And he led the U.S. team in 2016 to the first Olympic gold victory in 40 years.
This is the winning team gold medal, and this is the actual, I think, candidate's medal.
Fabiano Caruana's rise is extraordinary in and of itself. It's a fantastic story, but it goes hand in glove with what has occurred here in St. Louis.
Chess renaissance we're seeing in the U.S. really started here in St. Louis and the St. Louis Chess Club and the efforts of Rex Singfield.
My name is Rex Singfield. I'm originally from St. Louis, and I'm back in St. Louis, thank God. And I'm founder and president of the St. Louis Chess Club.
Well, he made a lot of money on Wall Street, and he's at the time of his life where it's time to give a lot of that money back. He gives a ton to the St. Louis arts, the hospitals, and fortunately for us, chess.
When we built the club, our membership just soared. It was like we had really tapped an oil field that was just loaded. We're well over 1,200 members. We're by far the largest chess club in the country.
And it grew and grew and grew to such a point that grandmasters are literally moving to the St. Louis area in a flock.
And with Fabiano, we started talking to him. We heard that he was going to move. So we wrote and said, you know, come to St. Louis. And what a gift that was.
Nice. I did do the dishes this morning. I was like, I should at least do the dishes. And I'm like right above Whole Foods, so I can always go shopping. Yeah, I'm pretty happy here. This has been great not only for St. Louis and for the chess scene here, but for chess in the United States as a whole.
But the fact that I can be a commentator as a full-time job, this is what I do. I come and I do commentary for chess around the world for the St. Louis Chess Club. There is no other operation in existence on this planet that rivals what's happening in St. Louis. It's the epicenter of great chess in America, and it's the inspiration for chess around the globe.
But right now, Fabi's victory as challenger to the World Championship is the culmination of every step that the St. Louis Chess Club has made.
Fabi wins, it's over. All those talented players, I'm gonna add a dozen more young kids who say, you know what, I wanna pursue chess. His mark and his effect on chess in the United States is gonna be critical, and that's why I think this championship is really all about. I don't think there's another story.
Fabiano.
What'd you want to say to him?
He's really
Say it louder.
Thank you, appreciate that.
You said he's your favorite player, right?
You're my favorite player.
Thanks.
Can I shake your hand, man?
Yeah, of course.
Hey, good luck in the World Championship.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Man, you can do it. I know you can.
Nice.
We've got a 12-game match between the world champion, Magnus Carlsen from Norway. He'll be defending his title for the third time. He's going to play against Fabiano Caruana, who won a qualification match in Berlin earlier this year against the world's best. But Magnus Carlsen is definitely in the discussion for best chess player of all time. He's just basically not quite old enough.
He hails from Norway, and he's just like the wonder boy. He was earmarked as the champ ever since he was like 16, 17 years old. Everybody knew he was going to be the one.
And we have a
new world champion. Unbelievable.
Magnus Carlsen.
Champion of the world. Quite impressive at just 22 years old.
And when he won in 2013, it was merely a coronation.
Yeah, it feels good.
Outside of maybe some alpine skiers, he's maybe the most recognized individual in his country.
And welcome to my YouTube channel.
Oh, that was quick. Oh, that was bad.
How is Magnus as a person and also his playing style?
I want to think about how I want to answer this.
He is relentless, and he wants to win every single game, and he will suck blood from a stone in order to do it. Okay, let's play 6 hours. Let's play 7 hours. And he looks like he just sat down at the board.
He's got a little bit of an edge to him. He'll sometimes come at his opponents and really hammer their weaknesses and even make fun of them.
Fabi has blundered into this position.
Huge news, Magnus Carlsen has entered the confessional booth.
Whoa. Is that like a LeBron James on a home court advantage?
He is simply the Terminator. You think you've stopped him, and he keeps coming. You think, okay, it's fine now, we can breathe, right? Nope, he's morphed again, and here he comes. Fabiano Caruana absolutely has a chance to defeat Magnus. There's no question about it. He's shown that he can defeat Magnus. He's shown that he can win tournaments that Magnus plays in.
Does a victory here mean anything for London?
I think a victory here means a lot, but I don't know if it has any direct correlation to the match. I mean, I think that once we get to London, we'll probably be forgetting all the past results and just be focusing on the match itself. But a win in any top tournament, especially here in St. Louis, would mean a lot to me.
Magnus, I'd like to address the same question to you. Does a victory here mean anything as far as London is concerned?
Well, not for me, but I think Fabi needs to win the tournament to get to London. Being the Grand Chess Tour final, not the World Championship final.
Your thoughts on that, Fabiano? You need to win the event?
Well, I think the last few months I've generally won tournaments in which Magnus is playing in, so...
I didn't mean to trash talk, I meant to just state something factual. It was meant to, yeah.
It's clearly going to be the best World Championship match that's been for a long time. There is very little doubt that it's number one against number two in the world. It's going to be exciting. There's going to be twists. There's going to be turns.
There is sort of this figure looming in the background. Bobby Fischer is a mythic figure in chess, and I guess every chess player in the United States in some sense lives in his shadow. There's a historical significance. I'm trying not to place myself in the same category as other players of the past. I think that my chess can also stand alone. And so this is something I've dreamed of for decades, and now I finally have a chance to do it.
For us to really be embraced by America, it has to be that the superstars of our sport are the LeBron James of the world. And not a lot of kids can dunk a basketball. But I tell you, moving the chess pieces is not that big a physical challenge. And if you could tell a kid that they can become one of the top 10 players in America, earn $5 million, yeah, you bet. Chess in America will explode.